Good evening, guys. How is everyone? So the Bitcoin price has proven to be a little bit tricky over the last few days because there's signals showing bullish and there's signals showing bearish. So I suppose we're just going to break down and try and piece together how it is looking. I don't know if I've got a definitive answer yet, but let's work through it and see how things are. Because right now I'm looking on the daily and Bitcoin. If you notice, you've been on my channel for long, I tend to use the trend lines in yellow and I tend to use the divergence in blue. So right now, we have got Bitcoin with a high and Bitcoin with a higher high. And if you take back all the way back to this main pivot on the RSI, Bitcoin's low. It has now made a lower low. So guys, if you don't use RSI divergence, you need to use it. It doesn't tell you when there's going to be a pullback, but 9 times out of 10 it will tell you there's going to be a pullback. So right now, you can see, Bitcoin is so far above the pivot point of the RSI, up here. So Bitcoin can move all the way down here and it will just create incredible bullish divergence. So that's a good thing. And what else do we have? The stochastic RSI bullish divergence. You see it? It's made a low there as well. And it's made a lower low while this has made a higher high. So the stochastic divergence, you see it? They diverge away from each other. So this is saying there is a bullish move coming on both oscillators. So for me, I'm thinking super bullish. And in my last video, I talked about the option of, let's have a quick look here. There we are. Sorry guys, let me just jump around a little bit. The option of a potential pullback and how it may look. And I said, something along the lines, if we just take this bar pattern from here and put it on there, like that, what have we got, guys? You guys know already. Head and shoulders. Or cock and balls. But head and shoulders. So we got head and shoulders pattern there. So what we could do is we could put this head and shoulders pattern in. So let's see what it looks like. This is all theoretical, but guys, this is if we get a pullback. This is something that we will be looking at, something along these lines. Now, if you do not know what this pattern is, guys, it is a bullish breakout pattern. Let's just go back. What is this? Head and shoulders, breakout, retest, move up. And now it's a potential head and shoulders and breakout. So we see the exact same pattern playing out. If this pulls back, come down, up, breakout, retest, and we move up. So there's a lot of bullish price action here, which is, it's hard to deny. Even if we get a pullback here, guys, this is just a higher low. And if we look at it, if we go on the weekly, there's I don't know if I've talked about this before, but there's bar counts. So 7, 8, 9 is really, once you get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, that's 7 green weeks up. Price doesn't just go straight up, it will come back down. So we're seeing on the weekly time frame, we're seeing bullish divergence on the daily, but on the weekly we're saying we're overextended. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 weeks up. It deserves a pullback. And if we get this pullback, it may look something like this. Now, if we just, like we done there, we pulled this bar pattern and how this shoulder might look like to make it look like here. What does it hit down on? A 91. Now, does this seem shocking, guys? Because I've been talking very bullish right now. But if we look at the liquidation patterns, look at this 93. If you've been following my channel, which I know the majority of you have, because when I put a video out, I swear it's something like 90% of subscribers watch a video. So you know this, guys. I've always said I'm completely bullish, but this 93 has always been a wee kind of like, what do we do here? But look how this is really starting to form now. This 93, this is on the monthly. When you see it this bright on the monthly, just like when I say when it is yellow above, I'm like, the market does not leave this here. So it would make sense for me right now if I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 bars up that are green here. Yeah. And then, okay, if we get a pullback, how does that look? If we just take this shoulder here, it looks exactly like that. And where does that go? 92, 91. So if we look at liquidations, what's sitting there? 92, 93. This huge liquidation level, guys. So if you are not in the market right now, and for some reason you have been sidelined, just that you're scared, and when I say scared, it's not like an insult or anything, it's just like the market is designed to mentally chew you up. But if you're not in the market and you see price action come down to here, you better buy. Because that will be the last chance. Because price will just be forming head and shoulders. And then what is our breakout pattern? So our head and shoulders target from this one, if we go back on, so our head and shoulders pattern target is here, 133, and that's from this pattern. And what we do here is we go to the bottom, we put up a line, and we stick it on there from where it breaks out, and there we are. So let's do that to this pattern. We've got a new head and shoulders potentially forming. Price might just break out, and if it does break out, retest the move. Superb. But what would this show? So let's go to the bottom. Up there. See, we get a head and shoulders breakout from here. That says 150. That makes sense, doesn't it? So, guys, if you see price pulling back to 93, 92, maybe even a wick below it, you need to understand it is forming a head and shoulders bullish consolidation pattern and ready to break out to 150. So do not be scared. I mentioned in my last video, if it comes back down, don't be scared. It's just forming a pattern. And if it's going to break down further, I'll be all over that. I think my last video was about a week ago. If it starts breaking down and start causing trouble, I'm going to be posting every day. So you're going to get a daily update. But right now, guys, if it pulls back, just take that as a buying. Take that as a buying moment if you're not in the market and if you want to add. Because it makes sense. Liquidation levels. Price can hit that. But look at that. That is so much money there. It would make sense for it to come back down there. And if we look at the liquidation map, look at all. Orange is 100x leverage, and yellow is 50x leverage, and blue, dark blue, is 25x leverage. This will be cleaned out so hard. It'll be 6 billion and that's just to 95. If it went to 93, there'll be more than 6 billion. So it would make sense to flush this out. And then, if we look at the Elliott wave, you know, if this is going to be one of the main moves up, the third, so that's 1, 2, and we're looking for a 3. So bear with me, guys. Here we've got a 1, 2. If we're looking for a 3 here, and then it'll go 4, 5. But if we just concentrate on this 3, 3 is the biggest wave. But within this 3, there's a 5. So you should get 1. Oh, you should get a 1, 2, 1, 2. Disaster, guys. Let me try this again. You should get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah? So this makes sense on so many levels. It clears all the liquidations. It hits this liquidation level that's been sitting there for 93,000 since the breakout. So it hits both of them. It clears that, hits the liquidation level. It also forms the head and shoulders, which is a bullish pattern. And when we get that breakout, it forms the one, this move down here is the second wave. So if I hide this, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, so you can get like a 1, or this might come in, it might just be a quick down. It might just, the shoulder might end up being here. But you can see it hits all the liquidation levels, it forms the head and shoulders, and it creates the second wave of the Elliott wave to push to the third wave, which is the biggest wave out of them all. So guys, I am super bullish right now. Super bullish. And I just thought I'll make this video now, because when price starts pulling back, if it does, if price starts pulling back and people think, you know, this could be the end, guys, watch this video, re-watch this video. We're getting a pullback. It's just forming. If we break out now, we're off. If it pulls back, we are forming a huge bullish pattern. And the second wave of the Elliott wave that goes into 5. So there's absolutely nothing to worry about, guys, here. I think we're going to get a pullback, and then I think we're going to get a move up. So if you like this kind of analysis, I do this. I used to do it every day, but I do it more when the charts need it. But I'll give you some deep, in-depth analysis, and I'll keep you so close to the market. And if price starts really changing, I'll be there every single day guiding you through it. But watch the videos, like and subscribe, and I'm going to get us out near the top, guys. I'm not just saying that to sell you anything. I'm not selling anything. I'm not doing anything like that. I am literally getting myself out. You know, I've been in crypto for 2 cycles now. I've done my whole study on my last cycle. I've got myself in a good position this cycle, and I am getting out near the top. So if you like this, like and subscribe, share it, and stay tuned. I'll put the videos out. Whenever I do put the videos out, please watch them, because they will be time sensitive. There will be, like, you know, on price action that I think is going to happen or close to it's going to happen. But have a good one, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye.